Hey, my name is Ivan, and today we're taking a look at the Figuarts Standard Kamen Rider Decade, also known as my attempt to collect some views by reviewing a new figure. Yeah. Decade is from 2009's Kamen Rider Decade, a show made to celebrate 10 years of Heisei Kamen Rider. It is also the second ever Rider series which I finished, and man, that was a trip. Kamen Rider Decade isn't the best Rider show, but I do recommend you check it out. If you are a hardcore Rider fan, just watch the series as like a tourist. If you don't take everything seriously, it's a pretty good show. And this figure is a model kit, which means that I had to build it, and I did yesterday. It took me about an hour and a half to do. And the painting! What paint? The sculpting on this figure is very well done. The color scheme is bright and vibrant, and not pink, you uncultured individual. It's magenta! And small details like the signal pointer is pretty nice, and from far away you can't even tell that it was a sticker. And the green eyes look like they're glowing because of the silver sticker underneath. The Deca driver is also full of detail. The rider emblems on the belts and the card that you can see inside just give you a sense of that a guy in a suit is standing right in front of you. Except for the giant head. Who thought this was a good idea? The huge head is definitely a reoccurring problem with the Figuarts Standard line, as the Figuarts Standard Hibiki also has the same problem. But whatever, the figure looks good. Accessories wise, you get a lot. You get the fists, open hands, a single grabby hand, and a special hand for card holding, which you can fit one of the included 26 cards in. It's a little tricky, but it does work. And speaking of cards, you do get 26 of them. You get the normal Decade card, the Attack Right cards, the final Attack Right card, and the cards of all 20 riders, Kuga and Gyo. And seeing the cards, the Rider fans probably know where this is going. You can swap out the Deca driver with this one, and then plug in the Deca driver itself, and you can shove a card in it. You can see the card inside, which is a very nice touch. You also get the Neo Deca driver, and this looks fantastic. Of course, you get the open one as well. And now we get to my problem. Why in the ever-loving Wow is the Ride Booker fully white? That is even worse when you realize that the weapon modes of the Ride Booker are all black. Then why is this one in white? And speaking of the weapons, you get the gun mode Ride Booker, which you can hold with one of these grabby hands, and it looks pretty good. But I prefer the sword mode, which looks much better. Of course, eagle-eyed viewers will also notice that he has the Ride Booker clip right here. And for the most exciting feature, you get these belt pieces, which you can put on other Figuarts Standard riders to simulate how Decade transform into them. For testing, we'll bring out Kuga here, remove the belt pieces, and then you can slide this on, put the Deca driver on, and you can get the Ride Booker and put it back on. And there we go. Now Decade has turned into Kuga. And of course, you can grab Kuga's card here and just shove it in the... Oh my god, are you kidding me? Shove it in the driver to make that look even better. And yeah, that looks really good, even though this feature is really only here for fan service, but they really nailed it. Ball joint at the head. Every ball joint can be a swivel, can look up that far and look down that far. Rotation at the shoulder. Shoulder pad moves up, which allows the arm to move out. Bicep swivel. Bend at the elbow. Wrist is on a ball joint, which can swivel. Upper body is on a hinge, which can go up and down. Waist ball joint, which can swivel. He can kick and move back not that far because the butt kind of gets in the way. This might look like a die swivel, but it's actually not, so please don't do that. I don't want you to break the figure. Bend at the knee. Swivel at the feet. Move up, down, and a little bit of a pivot. And of course, he has a beautiful spread. The posability on this figure is really good and allows you to get a lot of nice poses on this guy. Size comparisons. Here he is with Soto Kamen Rider Decade, Rider Kicks figure Kamen Rider Decade, FiguartsMini MADOKA KANAME, 1954 Godzilla, Transform Element OP Leader, and the Nendoroid Nezuko Kamado. Overall, this figure is amazing. Highly recommended to all rider fans, and it is also very affordable as well because I like to save some money, but you shouldn't be hearing that from me because I am the guy who bought this. Review coming soon.